INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day, don't forget, 'cause just a prayer away. Don't give up now, trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, 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 together as a family in faith and melody.
Aloha kakahiyaka. Good morning everybody. Magandang madaling araw dyan sa Pilipinas. Welcome to Faith and Melody. This is the program where we talk about our faith as members of the Church of Christ. And of course, everything else that matters to us. And where we get to play and listen to original Iglesia ni Cristo music. From Hawaii, I'm Desta Cenas.
And good morning. I am Carolyn Chang from Sacramento, California. Once again, aloha kakahiyaka to everyone. And stay tuned. We have a great program today. Right, Ate Jess?
Yes, hi. It's been a long time. I know, you had to do your break as well, but welcome back, Ate Care, to the Thursday program. And we are now going to offer everyone our first song. But before we proceed, just like as we always say, if you have any special song request, let us know through the live chat, or you can message us privately, and we'll find a way to look it up and play that for you. But our first song for today is Strongest Version with You.
Time will come and you will see the scars from the past will be history. All the tears you cried in misery soon will be gone from your memory. Even if you face these fears and drudgery, and no matter how hard it might be, just overcome the obstacles that you see. Be tougher to stand up and reach the victory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Though others search for a reason to heal and survive, I'm stronger to face all my fears I won't hide. I'm always thankful to God for everything He did, the blessings that push me to do my best to live. These have all been taught to us so that we would have true peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but take heart, we will overcome the world.
Ooh, it's hot in here. I know that summer's supposed to be over, but how is it there in Sacramento?
Oh, Ati Des, it's beautiful. It's raining, it's cold, it's cloudy, it's everything that we're ready for fall slash winter. But I think it's still, I don't know, it's like we skipped fall and went straight to winter because it's gonna rain all day today. So we're calling it a wet Thursday morning here in Sacramento.
Oh, I wish we have that kind of weather because I prefer that. But I'm okay with the heat as well. And I know how hot it can get in there. It's
Yes.
been there a couple of times. But, the weather right now is so unpredictable. Like in the Philippines, we've seen in the news that there's been like back-to-back typhoons there. So we urge everybody to please always check on the latest reliable, authentic news to get ready. And for us here on this side of the world, especially in the northern America side, where we are on hurricane season, so especially here in Hawaii, we're always urged to have a go bag, and that is just a hurricane preparedness kind of bag that you can take with you just in case there's an emergency. Just load it with everything that you need. You know what to do if you need some more list. We have so many information that we can get from the local agencies here and from the news as well. Just make sure that you have the essentials there with you. So we got our PSAs ready, and now we are ready for our kickoff chat.
Guys, this is give you some options. Let us know if it's something that you're willing to take up as a
Kickoff
challenge.
chat.
Ate Care, this is our
Yes.
kickoff chat for today. Yeah.
Yes.
We'd like to ask everyone because our topic for today is about learning, leading, and making that leap, right? So, our question for our kickoff chat is very simple. How would you feel when your best friend becomes your boss? So, Ate Jonah, I know you're usually the boss between the two of you, right? But what if it's the
Yeah.
other way around?
Well, I don't know. Tijan, Tijan is my best friend, but she's also my secretary. So I don't know who's the boss,
Exactly,
right?
that's why.
So yes, she's usually the boss. Yeah, she's usually the boss. She's the more mature, the more grounded person here in this friendship. But I think if my best friend was the boss, it would be tough. I think it'd be tough because she could be very strict, at least on me. So um, how would I feel? I mean, I would be happy. I would be glad. I would be ecstatic to work with, right, with my best friend. But at the same time, you have to have the boundaries of the work ethics, right? To this, right? So yeah, yeah. But I would love it. You said the question is how would I feel? I'd be happy.
You're happy, right? Because
Yes.
it has happened in so many situations, especially when when you get to a position of authority, maybe like even like president of the Philippines or whatever it is, right? Maybe president of the company, even just in more realistic, easy to to achieve kind of scenario here. So a lot of times, right, if they need an advisor, they would hire their best friend, right? So because the best friend has always been there on the side, and a lot of times they know you more, not just as a person but your abilities, and would be the perfect partner for you to achieve the goals together, right? Now, good for you. You said you'll be happy, right?
Right.
Now, there are, let's admit it, there are situations where it's not always the case, and there's a little more competition there, probably jealousy. But what if, well, you already say going to be happy, right? But if in the event, Jonah, at the Jonah, the scenario is you're in the same company, right? Or you work together, and then eventually she got promoted and becomes your boss, right? Would you think that the relationship will change, or how is that going to be?
I think in the work situation, yes, it does change a little bit because again, she is my boss. She
Mhm.
would be the boss. I would have to obviously follow the rules and follow the regulations inside the company, and obviously grant those things, right? Because she has a different position, and it's all about work. It's work ethics. It's that thing. Outside work, it would be different. It would be the same thing. It wouldn't change because you have to be able to distinguish between personal and work. Right, Jessica, you really shouldn't mix that together. But you could always still have fun in the office. You could always still say, oh, let's go to lunch together. Let's go do this together. Those little things you can do, but when it comes to the work or the goals or the assignment, then I think that's when the boundaries come in, and I have to follow what she says or the assignment she gives me. I have to go and do that. Right?
Mhm. And I'd be happy to if my best friend is like the president or holds a position that's a little bit of authority, right? Because we feel like, oh, we're the closest ones. So maybe we can ask some concessions here and there, right?
Yes.
Right, like, hey, if can you do this? Can you do that? You're the one who's always close to maybe some make advice or make suggestions and all that. And of course, um you know how it is sometimes, this is just the pride of some of the best friends. It's like sometimes the other person is just like the token or the face of leadership, but you're the best friend, you're the advisor, you're actually the brains of the operations, right? So especially if
Yes.
you're the one that like the closest confidant, so to speak. So I'm yeah, I'm happy either way, right? So same thing. Now, our this is interesting, but let's say hi first to everyone on the chat who's in there, and let's say hi to them, please, Ate.
Yes, yes, we have so many people early this morning. I love that they came in early. I know Ati Priscilla Batan there from Rizal. Magandang madaling araw, including Mommy Lynette, who it's her birthday today. Happy
Happy
birthday, Mommy
birthday!
Lynette. Yay! She's also online together with Mario Oka, also in the Philippines. So magandang madaling araw once again to those that is there, including our text there in the main studio. We also have Mario Calvello from Berlin, Central Europe. So Guten Morgen there to those that side of the world, but I think it's Guten
Abend. It's yeah,
Abend,
it's
right? Because it's
nighttime.
afternoon now, right?
Yeah, it's evening there, but good, huh? You're learning
Oh, well,
German. Ah,
yes. And I
wunderbar.
also Oh, wow. Okay, stop there, Auntie Des. I'm only good for the good morning and good evening.
Yes, yes.
I will
Take it
learn. I
slow,
will learn.
one step at a
Just
time.
yeah, one step at a time, one language at a time. We also have Kuya Rod and Kuya Dave, the two acronym that goes
Yes.
head to head when they're thinking and they got their brains thinking on the acronym. So good morning to the both of them, together with Ka Elenita, who always supports and is always sharing the link of Faith and Melody, and she shared it to her best friend, Ka Carmen. Beautiful deaconesses there. They're very dedicated and they're there. But we also have Auntie Pauline Aguinaldo.
Woohoo!
Woo! She's coming in from the district of Central. Hi, Paul. We miss you. Kisses to you.
Woohoo! Yeah, we miss you.
We miss you. Koyorani is there. Koyorani from Ohio. I believe it's Ohio. Yes, yes.
Ohio, not Ohio
Is it?
gozaimasu.
Oh,
And why not?
why not? Why not? That is Zenaida from Greater Toronto. She is saying hello and good morning, and she's probably going to have some acronyms ready to go. And Ati Melvi from Central Valley, California, she's tuned in. And of course, Sister Morietta Miller has tuned in. I think that's everyone so far that I know. Right? I hope I
Thank
got
you.
everyone.
And yes, before we forget, could you kindly just hit that like button there? And also, please share the link for today. Now, for this is kind of surprising, Atike, the responses to the question that we asked, like, how would they feel, right? When your best friend becomes your boss. So, Kuya Rani said, I may need a new job. How come? So he doesn't like it. Okay. Ate Melvi said, I would be empowered and I'd like to be her boss too. Nevertheless, I'll be proud and be happy for her. Right?
Wow.
And
Yes,
yeah, it
yes.
can happen. It can happen. And the best friend, because usually it's the case, right? The reason why you're best friend is because you have the same intensity as far as or same passion, right? So it can happen that it may be your time, it may be her time. So indeed, no, it's not just your pride, but it can empower you too. Who else gave the replies? Is that it?
I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
They're
okay.
all still
Kuya,
saying good morning to each other. So, yeah.
good morning to everybody. And Kuya Rod said, if my best friend became my boss, then it's business as usual. Nothing, nothing unusual. It's like life goes on. That's good.
Mm,
That's good.
mm,
And Ate Zeni said, when my best friend become my boss, I ring her. Uh, leche flan
Let's.
and maha blanca for snacks.
Ooh,
I wish we're like best friends now.
I was, and the boss, so then I can get those snacks too.
Or even not. We're okay with the leche flan and the maha blanca. You know what that is?
Yes,
That the maha blanca. Is there
yes,
like
yes, yes.
yeah, there's no American. It's more like a Mexican thing, not really
Okay.
American. But is there like an American equivalent for the maha blanca? No.
No,
Anyway, it's
no.
just like not it's not even jelly, but anyway, before we
Pudding.
dive into more food, that's our kickoff chat for today.
Let us know if it's something that you're willing to take up as a
Kickoff
challenge.
chat.
And we'll have two songs for you. And when we come back, we'll dive into our discussion right away. So get ready. Our two songs will be Proud and We Conquer All.
Chosen by God through his true messenger, blessed with the promise of eternal life, and gifted with duties inside the true church. We stand tall with pride as the people of God. Undaunted, unhindered, we will never be bewildered by trials and calamities. We will go on courageously, for the Father will uphold us, his holy nation who are truly proud to be INC.
Blessed with holy duties, God's gift to us. Treasure this forever. In God we trust. We never quit in times of hardship, but like soldiers who in God's favor. We know God will uphold us with his mighty hand.
We are thankful to be of help to the church administration through the various works of holiness, and to our leaders who care for us tirelessly. God's word strengthen us through adversity. No amount of words can ever express how joyful we are to serve inside the true church despite our failings and sins. God outpours His mercy, salvation is near. Let us promise then to persevere.
Blessed with holy duties, God's gift to us. We'll treasure this forever. In God we trust. We never quit in times of hardship. We're like soldiers who win God's favor. We know God will uphold us with His mighty hand. We have members of the Church of Christ, trusting by God in His blessings. Masiyang kami sa pagtupad ng tungkulin, mula sa aming puso Diyos ng pupuri. I am proud, you are proud, we are proud, by Jesus of the Church of
Chosen by God, His true messenger, blessed with the promise of eternal life and goodness. Jesus inside the true church, we stand tall, with pride as the people of God. Undaunted, unhindered, we will never be bewildered by trials and calamities. We will go on courageously, for the Father will uphold us. These holy nations who are truly counted by His.
I am proud, you are proud, we are proud, proud members of the Church of Christ.
Chosen by God, His true messenger, blessed with the promise of eternal life. We are proud members of the Church of Christ, chosen by God in these last days.
Oh, my brother, are you
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
I waited for you patiently. God's timing is everything. Now you're here, an answered prayer. You're a blessing from above.
Yes, we were always meant to be, destined to be in love. You're the answer to my every prayer. You were sent for me by God.
There's no doubt.
I'm convinced you belong with me. I can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. You'll be here every morning next to me, and when I open my eyes, it's your face I'll see. How beautiful life can be.
We'll trust in God.
And his plan, no matter where it takes us. If our love be put to the test, his love never fails.
There's no doubt.
I'm convinced you belong with me. I can't wait to see what tomorrow will bring. You'll be here every morning next to me, and when I open my eyes, it's your face I'll see. How beautiful life. You'll be here every morning next to me, and when I open my eyes, it's your face I'll see. How beautiful. How beautiful. How beautiful life can be.
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Wait, let me give this to our tech today, Kuya Irene. Wow naman talaga. Yeah, so you just heard Proud, We Conquer All. And of course, one of our heartbeats today as requested by Mario Calvello, right? From Berlin, Deutschland. The title is Beautiful Life. And we're learning Deutsch on the side. Yeah? Yeah, care? Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Mm, I'm just fascinated by how technology works because you see here like Kalinda Calvello actually typed in there the Deutsch um, alphabet with I forgot what it's called. With the umlaut. I know the umlaut, but the one that looks like B is that's supposed to be S, right? Like double S. But anyway, thank you. We do learn a lot from each one here, and that's something that we truly appreciate having everybody on the program. And now that we have everybody kind of settled down after our hearts has been filled with that loving and very heartfelt music, we're gonna start our discussion. So the title of our topic for today is Learn, Lead, Leap. And we understand, right? To become a leader, to become an effective leader, we get to work with and we try to learn from those whom we admire, and of course focus on the goals we seek to achieve. So learning from the people, especially the leaders that we work with, and apply that once we become leaders as well. Now, you've heard of the phrase, right? Follow the leader. But Care and everyone else, how would you characterize your ideal leader or boss? So what qualities are you looking for or do you think are important?
I think when you're a boss, I know sometimes we forget that we're just all humans. So we want, at least for me, I would love for my boss to be empathetic, to be compassionate, as well as being a good leader is being firm on the things that the goals that they want. But at the same time, every situation, every employee is different. There's their lifestyle is different, their families are different, maybe even the personalities are different from the person next to me. So you have to be one of those bosses that can adapt to who I am and not who we are as a number. Because you know, at work, you're pretty much a number, right? You have these
Mhm.
numbers, and that's how they distinguish you from another person. But I don't want to be a number. I want to be Care. I want to be that person that says, "Oh, okay, this is Care, and she drinks coffee in the morning, but she doesn't like tea at night." You know, I want you to get to know me as an employee and as a person, not just again a stat or something that I'm just working for you because I'm just a number to you. So that's the kind of boss I want, personal and friendly.
Mhm. Not a nameless face or a faceless name.
Yes, yes, exactly,
Right?
exactly.
It's like
Yes.
because your name got stuck on their heads and they call everybody that name, right? Because how it is sometimes somebody stands out and that's the name that the leader or the boss recalls. So calls everybody by that name. So if Care did a good job, would call me Care, and everyone else as Care, or nameless face. It's just like you, the guy in purple, the lady in red, right? You know,
Yes.
sometimes it happens, right? That because they just know you're part of the team, but there's no personal level in the sense that they don't know your name and what your work is, because it happens sometimes, right? Like they'll assign you something that's out of your, it's not within your pay grade, so to speak, right? It's not in your job description, but you're the accessible one, right? So
Yes.
of course we'd like to have leaders or boss who'd know us by name. That would be nice, right? Like right, Jonah? Kidding. Just kidding. So you know, it's like that. No, at one point, maybe only in select circumstances, right? But at one point, they probably have been in our possession as just one of the team members. So hopefully no for everyone. Let's you know, let's try to do that because that's what we're trying to do here. Learn from each other, learn from our own experiences. Now you're right about it. We like leaders who are compassionate, right? When we ask for a little break maybe, or even you know, just have some sense that hey, we've been working 20 hours straight, right? Give us a break. Or if the work really needs to be done, get us some snacks, right? You know, something like that.
Yes.
Would appreciate
Yes.
that, right? You know, that they
Yes.
know our needs or at least be concerned. And I've had both kinds of bosses or leaders, and I know the difference. So it's like at the back of your mind, even if you don't want to compare, you're going to say, and I'm sure this has happened to you at some point in your life, when this situation came up, you say, I'd like the other guy better. Right?
Yes.
Right? I don't like this one. I don't like this. I miss the days when so and so was our boss, right? Because you'll have that comparison. The previous leader would have been probably, a little better and all that. So you will do that silent, or maybe for some people it's not really silent comparison. It's not complaining, it's just, expressing how you feel. Now, we also like leaders who are strict, definitely, right? No one will not allow us to be doing not so important things all the time, but of course understanding, right? So, of course, there's a time for work and a time for play. So the boss should understand that if it's a break, it's a break. Because see, care. I've experienced this too. You know, it's even in the law that you need to have breaks, no, the usual, um whatever you call it, coffee break, whatever, water break, whatever, usually just 15 minutes within the first half of the day, and then you'll have your lunch break, right?
Mhm.
And of course you have the weekends too, you have the holidays and all that. So just understanding that that while your employees are workhorses, they're not actually horses. Okay. So just being able to understand that we also work at a capacity, so we can only do so much. Just a little, little care, maybe, right? So we're looking for leaders who are inspiring as well, right? A lot of times, the leaders are, they're, or the bosses, they're the ones who have uh grown into the company, or they're like that's like a career thing for them, right? You've seen them work their way up. Now there are others who are just, well, you wake up one day, you go to work, and then there's a new person, and well, we're not gonna talk about that now, but there are many different ways a person becomes a boss or a leader, right? But we look for inspiration from them, from their stories, from their work ethic. So those are just some of the things. What about our Ohana? What are they looking for? What qualities to them? What qualities are important to them that they're looking for in a leader?
Here, Kuya Henry in Essential here says, ideal leaders adjust to the situation. They are not rigid to one type of persona. There are good days where they can relax, but then there are days where they can just have to resolve complex and issues. Sometimes they do, like I said, they have to adapt.
Mhm.
There are times, like you said, sometimes they do have to be strict, but then there are times they just need to relax a little bit because we've worked so hard. Like you said, maybe we've worked 20 hours. What are you gonna say to your boss? If your boss was your best friend, I'd just say, chill. It's okay. Relax a little bit. We work 20 hours. We work really hard. Let's do a coffee break. That's the good thing. Going back with that, if your best friend is your boss, these are things you can say, hey, I'm gonna go take a quick break. You want a coffee? I'll go pick up some coffee for us. Okay. Be back in 5 minutes. I'll make it 10. Just make it 10. We're okay. We're good, right? These
That's
are the
it.
things. That's it, right? You gotta you gotta know you gotta know when you can go just a little bit further with them, and then they should be able to also step back a little bit and relax. I guess that's what he's trying to say. He also says, Mario Cabello says, my ideal leader is providing clear direction, support, and empowering their team. Ideal leaders enable individuals and the collective to meet their objectives efficiently. Wow,
Oh,
that's really
wow.
nice. Very nice. Yes, I like
Mhm.
that. The direction, the support, and the empowering for their team. Right?
Yeah.
You take it for the team. I feel like that if you're the boss, you have to lead by example, like you said, at this. If they're going to say, get this task done, we need it done by 3 p.m., then I'm going to say, okay, well, you should be here to help
Mhm.
me or help this team so we can get it done before 3 p.m. We work as a team, right?
That's
We
probably
work
our
as a team.
word for the day: empowerment or empowering, right?
Empower,
Empower.
empowering. empowering your team. With here, Tizonaida says key characteristics of her ideal leader is include strong emotional intelligence, resilience in the face of challenges, and a commitment to continuous learning and growth for their team. With this, it sounds like is the resilience is if there's a big task and you have this company or you have this project that you have to get done before 1 o'clock today. Um, I feel like you shouldn't just be sitting in your office. I like to see this boss, or if it's even my best friend, say, hey, help us get this done so we can get lunch later on. See, you got to look at if you can finish it together as a team, then why not? Right? Why not? Don't just sit in your office and do nothing but help your team because you lead by your example. Right? Lead by example. Also, Mario says a good leader is open-minded, an open-minded leader who values feedback, encourages a culture of continuous learning and adaptation, ensuring the team and organization remain competitive.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. It makes you it kind of boosts right? It kind of boosts your way of finishing a task, right? If the task only takes 30 minutes, try to finish it in 20, right?
Mhm. And I
It is.
like how Kuya Mario put in there values feedback, because sometimes that's not expected. Well, that's should be right, but it doesn't happen in a lot of situations, especially later on. Now, when we talk about micromanagers and hands-off leaders, right? There's not always that open line of communication where you can easily express yourself, right? Maybe you're pressed for time, or it's just the way things work. But this one, I agree. I agree, Kuya Mario. Feedback, right? Oh, and Kuya
Yes,
Rod
feedback.
already has his acronym.
Yes, yes, it's leader, which is leading exceptionally and dynamically exceeding results.
Wow,
I like that.
exceeding results, not just
Exceeding,
that, just
yes.
achieving, but exceeding. All right.
Exceeding, yes, exactly. Team LB here has empathetic, warm, and competence where we see their hard work, credibility, and efficiency. One
Mhm.
that's a good role model and knows how to handle stress well. Exactly. Always be calm. Someone who's calm. You have this goal and you need to finish it in 1 hour. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm and take your time, right? Take your time. The less stress you have, the faster you can get this task done, right? But I do like that other one that we just talked about is what is that? Take the feedback. Like you said, value the
Mhm.
feedback. Sometimes an employee, a regular employee's idea or thoughts might be even better than the boss. So the boss should adapt to that and say, "Oh, wow, great idea," or like, compliment and say, "Wow, good job. I think I'm going to try that," or "Good thoughts. I never even thought about that." And to take that in is also good, right? Team
Mhm.
Melby says, one who can speak with clarity or communicate well, and one who can see, hear, and understand and connect in order to build trusting relationships in the organization.
Mhm. My professor back in I think college or law school said that um it should be like a marketplace of ideas, right? So how well, the Philippine marketplace, ate care, no, just for your information, and for probably those who are familiar with the scenario, or not, maybe not, no. The Filipino, we call it wet market. And I know you're gonna ask, is there a dry market? There is, right? Anyway, the Filipino palengke, it's loud, it's noisy, but you will see the haggling, the negotiations. So there might be like a set price. They will print it right in front of their merch or produce, but as a consumer, right, you can actually negotiate, right? If I buy this much, can you give it to me for this price? So, and sometimes there's suggestion like, okay, what are you going to cook? So, all right, you want to add this because, use this instead, especially if you're looking for something in particular, right? So, I remember my teacher saying it's a marketplace of ideas, and immediately in my mind I would think of the noisy palengke, but that's just it. All right, what else did they say?
There,
Integrity.
yes, Kuyaran says transparency is key. Always
Mm-hmm.
be transparent, right? Because you have to be truthful to each other. You have to make sure that everything is out in the open. I agree with
Mm-hmm.
that. That goes for just not only your bosses, but maybe your coworkers, maybe your co-officers, right? Because being truthful, being out there, it sets trust in that relationship, or sets trust, right, in that kind of situation. I think that's Kuyorani. He has something serious to say. He says integrity.
Yeah. Oh, let me
Wow.
just say hi to my sisters from my local. Ka Gina, aloha, thank you. And of course, Ka Elsa Sumailo, hello, thank you po. Thank you very early in the morning, and they're here. No, I understand that we might not see a lot of those from Hawaii or from my end here, because it's this is the time where everybody gets crazy, gets busy, getting ready for work. Probably they're now on the road, but hello, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, so one of the things also in my personal experience is listening, just that, no, sometimes you don't even have to listen, just pretend, or just give me the time. Maybe you may not consider what I'm saying, just give me the time. That gives me already a sense of respect, right? That hey, I'm here, I have something to say. Now if for some reason, or the your boss um finally decides that, oh, you're making some sense, right? Like maybe that's a good idea, then that's good for me. Just having that time for the boss to listen, that's already big on me. And you know how it is sometimes to write care, you have bosses where you send a message, because now a lot of the communications are done electronically, right? You might have like a group chat, all right, and or some apps where you collaborate, and that's where you put your input, your comments, or instructions and everything, right? um I'd like some feedback, or I'd like some reaction. So in a leader, or in a boss, we look for something like that, right? Like if you have a question, like, can we do this, or what's next? At least like a little reply. It's not just like two check boxes or two check marks on the message, or you see that message seen, message read. Maybe, just I would feel at ease as well if they give me a little feedback. If they don't know the answer, like maybe say like, I don't know. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Or you know how in some chat apps there's reply icons that you can just click, or at least just a little acknowledgement. I know, because with the chats now, you can actually see if they've read it. So
Mhm.
for me, I would somehow ask that, give me a little reaction. It's just so hard when you see that there's really nothing. They've read it, and you're just left there hanging. You don't know what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah, Kuya Rani, no ghosting, right? And I think the one of the things too that while I was growing up, talagang growing up, ano, because I started working at a young age, maybe like 16, 17, right? So and it's not like, it's just like part-time jobs. And for me, as a young employee, um I really crave that approachability, because when you're young, or you're new to a workplace, um you need feedback, and especially if you don't know anybody, and the only person that you usually talk to is the boss, right? Because That's the person who hired you. And that's the person whose approval you actually need, not your coworkers, right? You need the approval of your boss. Then at least, don't close the door, right? Or even if it's closed and you knock on the door, at least like uh greet you with a yes. What can I help you with today? Bosses who are not approachable, just imagine how it is, right? It's going to be hard to have that, to start that communication, because that alone, even if you're not saying anything, just from the face and the body language, if you're already showing that you're not interested, just imagine what the your employee would be feeling, right? It's whatever good ideas they have, whatever suggestions that could help the company that they have, they will be discouraged. Because if you're not approachable, then that's it, closes the door for everybody, right? So,
Mhm.
Kuya Rod even said, when a leader learns, leads, and leads, they'll be able to lead exceptionally and dynamically and exceed results. Very true. Linda said, I'll be very lucky to have a God fearing boss so he or she can always consider my duties in the church. True. And in those situations when there are not, what we can always try to just let them know that that's our situation. Um, Hopefully you had that conversation at the start of the employment, or if it comes up, or it's you've been working for the longest time, it's understood that that's your schedule. But for inside the Church of Christ, we do have some activities that might take us away from regular work, but we do make up for it. Or in some situations where we already asked, like, oh, I don't do these celebrations, please excuse me, because there are workplaces like that, right, Care? Whatever the holidays are, or the occasions are, they will require the employees to dress up, right? So if you can be excused, so at least have that conversation with your employer. All right, anything else that we missed
I think
for
that's it. I think that's it. But to keep on with what you just said, Titas, is you got to be transparent right away. As soon as you have your interview, or as soon as you can talk to your boss, or as soon as you know who your boss is, who's in charge of the scheduling, you might want to mention things like that. Like you said, the holidays and the things that we don't celebrate. Right straight up on board, just tell them right away. Being transparent, because that again is the report that I'm talking about, is they have to be able to adapt to different people. And if you are a boss or the boss at a company, be able to again be empathetic to those employees that you do have, right?
get that that message across, na let them know right away. Ate Melvi, yes, I miss those palengke days. In the Philippines, we call it tawad, right? Tatawad, negotiate, right? And we have another term called baratan, meaning like you really go. I think the term is low ball, but we're not gonna say that. Anyway, okay. We want everybody to let's have a quick break. But this is the question we'd like to ask everyone. So you can go ahead and marinate on the question and let us know in the chat what your thoughts are. But our question now is, which would you prefer? A micromanager or a hands-off leader? So a micromanager is one who guides you, or leads you with hawk eyes, probably like breathing over your back or something like that. Or a hands-off leader is just like, what do you need to do? Okay, get done. All right. So as simple as that. So which would you prefer between the two? Meantime, let's have a break. Let's have two songs. Let's have the heartbeats, the one that's requested by Kuya Rani, Kuya Irene, wonderful. And then let's play Rain Over Us. So we'll be right back.
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
step out of my doorway, I pray to you, my Lord, to keep me safe all day. And then when nighttime comes and darkness fills the land, I know I am protected by your mighty hand. And in my times of troubles, when sadness fills my heart, sometimes things get so tough, I just wanna give up. You lift me up, you give me strength to move on, so that no matter what happens, I'll carry on. Whoa, 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 wonderful. Whoa, 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 wonderful. Your love, your love, your love, your love is so wonderful. Although I try not to, at times I still do bad. So many times I brought you disappointments. Sorry, Lord, I made you sad. And then I prayed to you, and then I said to you, please forgive me, although I'm not perfect. You still love me. Wonderful. Wonderful. Your love, your love, your love, your love is so wonderful. Wonderful. In this world, my journey is so hard. But thank you, Lord, so now I still survive. Because of your wonderful love, I'm still living. To my last breath, I'll continue serving your holy name. I'll stay the same, and forever I will sing to you, forever worship you. A humble servant, I'll always be, and I always wanna feel the love you give to me.
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Countless victories He's blessed the church with.
We shouldn't be complacent
In doing the Lord's work,
or we must continue in obedience to the Lord.
we must be vigilant. We'll soon receive the great reward. Oh, the promise of salvation is almost in our hands. We should be more faithful in
fulfilling His commands. Oh, our love His words will always be our guide. Never be complacent, la 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 la, and receive eternal life. Yeah. May I know God's word. God's word. We know God's all time. Each and every day.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Howdy! It's Ate EJ here, and come and join us this Friday on Like and Share. Join us as we explore Houston, discover its sights, sounds, and stories. Let's head over to Austin and see what makes this city truly vibrant and unique. Tired from the trip? Refresh yourself with Kori Kohi coffee and matcha milk latte, drinks you'll surely love. And for this episode, we'll be featuring vlogs from Texas Satellite Studio. So catch all of these this Friday on Like and Share, October 3, 2025 at 5 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Only here on INCRadio.
Sa puso ng Aklan, matatagpuan ang isang paraiso kung saan malamig na tubig at natural na ganda ang sasalubong sa inyo. Discover the refreshing charm of Bungan-Bungan Cold Spring, a hidden gem na perfect for relaxation, bonding, at pagpapahinga mula sa mainit at busy na araw. Samahan kami at sabay-sabay nating tuklasin ang bagong destinasyon ngayong Season 5, Episode 2 ng Discover Western Visayas. Feel the cool waters, enjoy the peaceful surroundings, and experience the beauty of nature. Dito lang sa Bungan-Bungan Cold Spring, Nabas, Aklan. Catch it this October 3, Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. only on INCRadio DCM 954. Discover Western Visayas.
And welcome back to Faith and Melody. This is still Des Asenas with Carolyn Shank from Sacramento. We're both from Hawaii, but I'm the one who's currently in Hawaii right now. But anyway, let me just say aloha to those who just joined us today. So there's Ate Loida Castro from Mediterranean. Hello, we got Mediterranean on the house. And I saw Ate Elian Timbang. Ate Elian, hello. Thank you also for joining us today. And let me just say this. Aka Elsa, thank you for the tip. She said we can do bargain at farmers market here in Hawaii too, especially for vegetables. We did that before. And it's really fun, special, and of course supporting local businesses, right? And you get the freshest ingredients too. It's just so nice, and you'll be surprised at the farmers market here at the Care. There's already like the set for, let's say, what's that called, pinakbet. There's also like already one pack of all the veggies. All you need is probably meat, or if you don't like meat, then you have the packet for pinakbet or for sinigang. They're already in um
Wow.
in plastic bags ready to go. You don't have to, it takes the guesswork right out of the thing. So it's like, oh, okay, all right, I'll take this then. And, that makes it easy for us, right? Okay, now as we continue our discussion, we asked the question earlier before we had the break. Would you prefer a micromanager or a hands-off leader? Let me just read some of the replies that I got, because I asked this to also to some people. Let's see, from brother, Dave Wilson from Wahiwa. He's been on the program for some time already. He said he prefers a hands-off leader. Right, that's Dave Wilson. Now, see, Alfred, Alfred Acenas, right? I think I know this guy. He said more hands-off, but one that follows up. Right, so that's what he said. Now, when I asked this question on social media, we got some responses here. At your best friend actually said hands off. Yeah, she prefers a
Mm.
hands off leader. So, and then we have uh oh, I forgot her name. Well, I'm just blanking right now. Si Ate DM Belen. She goes by D Marie on social media. Also, she said hands off leader, right? Sean Campbell, he said, if it's a choice between those two, I choose neither or neither. You want a leader who knows when to let you run with it or when he needs to check in and help. So neither. It's not even half half. He said, no, I don't like them both. Now, Maya Punsalan Tagalogon said she would like a free hand, but with guidance and clear understanding of the objective. So she said, I'm just gonna quote here. What I do po with my people is give them clear understanding ng objective, give suggestions, then let them decide for execution. If failure happens, I avoid blaming them. Instead, help them realize what had happened, the consequences, and then also guide them on finding better ways or what could they have done better. If they did good, I make sure to recognize it and highlight what they did best. So thank you everyone for those responses. But what about you, Care? Which of the two would are you leaning towards mostly?
Well, this. If you know me, you know me. It is hands off. I like hands off. All I want is in the morning, give me my assignment, give me my goal, give me what I need to do. Let me take it, bring it to my desk, and let me work on it on my pace and my time, because then I can think a little bit better without having that pressure or having that time restraint, thinking, oh, I need to get this done in a couple of hours. No, I will work faster not having that stress. So the hands off for me is more, let me do my thing. Let me do it, especially if my best friend is my boss. Oh, just please, again, chill. I got this. I got this. I promise I'll get this done for you. It'll be done by the end of the day as long as I'm not interrupted. But come and check on me and see where my progress is at. If I'm doing good, do I need to work a little bit faster? Or maybe I'll come to you and have this project ready before you even know it. So, to me, it's like if I know what I'm doing and if you trust me, let me do my thing. Let me do what I can do. So hands off.
Hands off.
Hands off.
Well,
Hands off.
Care, you probably know this about me, and looking back, I will admit that I am kind of a micromanager, and you see, even at a young age, I'm trying to remember when I was given leadership responsibilities. I tend to do that because when I was younger, I was very perfectionist in the sense that you give me a set of rules and I will try to implement and follow it to the letter. So if the instruction says roll 3 times, I'm gonna have to ask, what do you want me or how do you want me to land after doing that? So do I put my arms up, down, on the side, or it doesn't matter? So I was that, I was to the letter. Well, growing up, uh, being like the shadowing my papa, who was a minister, that was how I was introduced to how how you should be a leader. Number one, you should be the leader in the sense that you are the model, so to speak. You're like the template, and then you uh, make everybody follow the same thing. But of course, as you grow up, you realize people are people. We're human, and the more that you get experience to meet different people, the more that you're exposed to different styles. So there will be people who will be very strict, very micro managing everything every step of the way, and then there are others who are just just give me what come back to me with the results, right? And in my experience, I've met different kinds of people, and there was even the boss that um and I think I still I still get to deal with some of them, right now, like they're so hands off. But the downside is I don't think we're making progress, because what happens is it's just like, okay, this is your assignment, do this. And I would ask, what are your what are your boundaries? What is the specific objective? What do we seek to achieve? Who are the audience, etc.? Who benefits from this, etc., etc.? And I was just given, the reply that whatever you think, just give me what you know. Give just turn over something and we'll talk about it. And I did. Now, okay, I appreciate the feedback, but the feedback is more like I felt like tearing apart what I planned, what my proposal is. It's just because I was given no specific guidance. It's just, yeah, let me know. Whatever your ideas, let me know. Let me know. And then I submitted it. And then it's like every step, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I think this one's this and this one's that. So I come back, try to incorporate the suggestion, gives it back. Same thing happens. And I don't think there's progress. So for me, the objective should be clear, and not too hands off that you give too much freedom for us to do our work, and then for the leader only to tear it apart and say, "Ah, that's this. I don't like this," or that's too shallow, or this will not work. At least give us the guidance. Now, I've also worked with bosses who are micromanagers, that we have to stick to the schedule, we have to answer the questions all the time, and so that we don't lose precious time, which is in the work that I did before. We're always like against time. We need to collect a lot of information, talk to a lot of people, and I appreciated that in the sense that we're working closer. That means I'm just like the other, it's like I'm a piece of the pod. Is that what the expression is? At the car, it's like I'm the left leg, he's the right leg. So we're coordinating, right? So we're
Mhm.
working together, and looks at my work and says, "Oh, this is what you need to do." Oh, okay, you do this, you do that. So I lean towards that, and I think you also know I'm kind of like that too. Like I'm a micromanager, because especially if we're pressed for time, and I will see that not everybody's doing what they, their share, right? So I would step in and probably be a little more proactive and making sure that everybody does their responsibilities, check on each one of them, right? Because I am not just, I'm not doing that just because we answer to someone higher than us. That's my primary concern. So if I'm the leader, there's someone that I need to answer to. and you don't know it, but that person is probably giving me the same treatment as a, no, it's showing. But okay, since we're doing that, let's show this then. Are you showing? There you go. There
Yes,
you
yes.
go. Yeah, it was accidental. So that's it, right? I understand that some people would go just one over the other. Now, some of the pros, right, for a micromanager, no, um, error reduction. And then I think, that's the reason why I'm more like that. Right? Because as I said, my focus has always been what is the objective. So if there are 10 rules or 10 things that needs to be achieved, then I always guide, or I always use that as a guide moving forward. Right? Well, that's just me. So I'm less perfectionist now, but I'm more saving time and focus on the goals. And of course, when you're a micro manager, um it's exhausting because if you will be doing also like working with how many people there are in a group. If it's just three of you, it's okay, right? You can micromanage each one of them, but it's not always a situation. There's always people down the line that you have to work with, and it's exhausting. And I remember what time I was told, hey, Des, let them do their work. Like, I opo, okay. And maybe, okay, because I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that they're doing the right thing. They're not wasting their time, and we're on the same page. That's just my goal. So all the other things that they can do on their own by themselves, okay, sige. Hands off na tayo dyan. Okay na tayo dyan. Now, what else are Ohana saying there?
Well, first, Latinas, I just want to echo on that is that sometimes when you know that you are the micromanager, sometimes you have to jump in. Like you said, if your employees, you have to check up on them. You can't. You can still be like you can still be the micromanager, but also be hands off just a little bit. Just so you got to give that trust, right? You have to give the trust in a work world. Yes, you might want that hands-off boss. Hands off. I could do this. Trust me. But once in a while, that boss too does need to check up on you just to make sure you're okay. Now, there's a difference on that one on working outside in an office or somewhere outside. You want that hands off. But here, because I have employees. No, I have employers here, right? I have five of them, five boys here in this house, right? But I have to micromanage that because for me, because I'm at a stay-at-home mom, I have to see the mess if there's mess, right? So you have to micromanage these boys sometimes just to say that, okay, make sure the laundry's done, make sure the floors are clean, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, because being organized and like you said, being a perfectionist. I don't know if you know about this about me. Fun fact, because I've been home for 25 years, I like my labels in my refrigerator and my cabinets to be turned so that when I open it, I can see it. Right? I don't have to search. I don't have to search. Oh, where is this seasoning? Or where is this? I want to be able to open it and be able to see what's there. They have a hard
I've
time with
relaxed
that.
a little bit, Ate Karen. I used to be like that, not anymore. So I'm just like,
I still do. And sometimes I'll go to the store, I'll go to the grocery store and I'm turning things because I'm like, how do they know what this is if they don't even see the label? So I'm still doing that. So micromanaging a home is really different than being a micromanager at work because I feel like for me here, I do need everything organized. I need everything clean because I'm here every single day and every single minute. I'm stuck with the mess while everybody else goes out and they don't have to see it. So micromanaging at home is for me. But if I did have to go out there, I would rather have that hands off. But please check up on me, make sure I'm doing okay. Because like you said, you do all this work and then it's like, nope, nope, nope,
you
nope,
have to start
do it
over.
again.
Right.
Yeah, right. But
Waste of time.
if you have this specific task for me, check up on me and let me make sure I am doing it in the right path so that I can finish on time. But with that,
Yeah,
There's
but
a lot of
at the
acronyms
care,
there, but
let me just interject this because for me, my image is like this. It's like if we're all moving forward. So just imagine there's a bunch of you, right? For me, my image is something like I'm not gonna move forward until I lock hands with everyone, and the ones behind me are also ready to take a step forward. So that's how I see it as a micromanager. And it's not, we're not going to move forward until everybody down, especially down the line, everybody's ready to make that step forward, right? So that's just how I see it. But because the way I see it, if you're hands off, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go. Are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're always like checking, like, where are you? Where you're so behind? Come on, take three big steps forward. That's just how how my brain works, right? That's the imagery that I have in mind. So as a micromanager, you're locking hands with everybody. Make sure that everybody takes the same step. Maybe you're not going to be in the same level, but everybody makes that step forward rather than, just checking on everybody. Hey, you're supposed to be there. Why are you up there already? So that's my imagery. Now, before you read the other comments, let me just read this because when I was researching on the topic, I also had a little self-reflection of my experiences and what I am as a leader. And I know that when I was in school, I was strict. I was really strict. So imagine me, that short, tiny thing there, barking orders to everybody, even older than me or even bigger than me, but I can make them bend and plead for mercy. Something like just imagine, just imagine. And I've been into many different kinds of groups or organizations where the treatment will be different. So when I was in college, and believe it or not, when I was in college, I was artistic director of a theater company, at a theater group. So, everybody's there, everybody there is relaxed, chill. You know how theater people are. We're fun, we're, expressive, we're not scared of anything. And I am also in my society, in my major, where everybody is serious, where everyone is intellectual, right? So I have to blend in as well. And that's when I realized that, or I learned, of course, that you need to strike, if it's a perfect balance, good. If not, at least like a compromise. You can micromanage, and at the same time give them a free hand, but don't lose sight of them. Because even if for 1 minute you drop it and they make a mistake, and you're not aware of it, just imagine the time that you've lost. Or maybe somebody needed a little more attention more than anyone else. So that's just my, just my bird's eye view in there. But we have a lot of acronyms and good comments here.
yes, yes, because they're going crazy with their acronyms, which is lead, no, learn, lead, and leap. They're using that as their base. So here at Tizenaida Novasteres says, learn, lead, leap. Loving, Eduardo Caduardo, astonishing, radiant, noble looking, every appreciative devotion, leading, empowered, and passionate, our executive minister. Wow, that's beautiful.
I know.
That
Oh,
was
there's a
nice.
German phrase here. You think you can read that from Kalinda Calvello? You got this. You got
Um,
this.
a German phrase. Let me see. Let me see. I don't see it
Uh,
at the.
oh, I
Mm.
don't even want to say it. Hirschlichen, Grüße, Lynn Schmidt. Okay. Um, Sorry, we were learning here. Don't worry, we'll get there. We're gonna get more German. It's fun. Gonna watch more of that. But that's Kalin, thank you very much. No, we were learning a lot. And thank you to our brethren there in the Germany. Uh
Yes.
Vielen Dank. Dankeschön. All right. What else? Do we have
We have
oh,
here also, wow, we have, well, we have Kuya Dave. He also did a learn, lead, leap, which is learning every day, always reassures notable leadership Encouraging and dynamic leaders exemplify all people.
Wow. Ate Kesi, Camario Calvelo pala is the head deacon in the locale of Berlin. Wow. Thank you. Thank
Wow.
you. Truly appreciate that. And let me also say aloha to one of our head deacons, Karomi Estabaya. Thank you, Karomi. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that po. All right. Before we proceed, we have to play these two heartbeats. We have two requested songs, and we're excited to play that for you. The first heartbeats is Salamat po sa tagapamahala, and this has been requested by Ate Zeni Novesteras. And the next song is Guide My Heart, as requested by Lynn Schmidt. We'll be right back. Enjoy this music.
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
You've been there since the beginning. You have loved me from the start. You were always there to teach and guide my heart. As the world spins on around me, I choose which path to take. You always show me, Lord, which steps to make. Lord, please hear my prayer. Light my way as I walk to forever. Hold my hand, Lord, through the night. Guide me through the dark and help me shine bright. Hold my hand, Lord, and keep my feet on the ground. From you I'll never part. Whatever comes my way, I pray. Please guide my heart. If I face more pain and sorrow and tread a path unknown, I'll have no fear, 'cause you will lead me home. The clouds may hide the rainbow, but like waves that roll ashore, you show me how your blessings overflow. Lord, please hear my prayer. Light my way as I walk to forever. Hold my hand, Lord, through the night. Guide me through the dark and help me shine bright. Hold my hand, Lord, and keep my feet on the ground. From you I'll never part. Whatever comes my way, I pray. Hold my hand, Lord, through the night. Guide me through the dark and help me shine bright. Hold my hand, Lord, and keep my feet on the ground. From you I'll never part. Whatever comes my way, I'll pray. Lord, guide my heart. I pray whatever comes, please guide my heart.
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
And you just heard two songs as requested by Ate Zenny and Ate Lynn Schmidt. And thank you for those songs. Actually, the one requested by Ate Zenny is very fitting for our topic for today. And we feel that as members of the Church of Christ, we are truly grateful that we have a church administration, an executive minister who truly cares for us. The term in Tagalog is malasakit. Um in English, it's roughly just concern, right? There's just so many Tagalog terms that it has more impact when it's in Tagalog, right, Care? So malasakit is there's a deeper caring that's involved in there, and that's what we feel from our executive minister being our leader, especially as he has celebrated his 16 years of dynamic leadership of the Church of Christ. And we are truly thankful that we have him as our executive minister. Now, as we wrap up our topic discussion here, I'd like to, we're now on the leap because earlier, our discussion has three stages, right? Learning, what kind of leader we want to be, or with the kind of leadership qualities or skills that we learn from the ones who are leading us. And then when we are already leading, how we apply them, which kind are we going to be, or is it a balance between micromanaging or hands of leadership? And now let's go to the leap part of the discussion. So we're trying to strike a balance moving forward. Care and everyone else, as a leader, or when you become one, okay, what would be your priorities?
For me, the priority, I would make sure that the people under me are happy. That's very important because the more happy they are, the more they're going to do, and the more they'll exceed and be successful in the goals or the tasks that they are willing to do. So the number one for me, Atides, the priority for me, if I was to become a leader or someday, uh, be an assistant EP. No, just kidding. Right, just kidding. Is that bless you? But just to say that I would love that the people under me are happy. That's very important.
Thank you. Sorry, I thought I muted my mic.
Are you
I
ready?
didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Before we discuss that further, if you have not been in a leadership role, I strongly encourage everybody that you try it even once. Even once. It's not going to be easy, um, but at least get to try. So you're not only going to experience it, but that is an entire learning process. No, it's very enriching. Don't be afraid. It doesn't matter how big a project it's going to be. Maybe it's just between the three, just between a group of three friends, right? Or maybe you're planning an activity for the family, or well, actually for moms, no, that's already built in. Leadership is built in because you're raising your children and a husband. So, so that's it now. But for everyone else, get to try it even once. No, do take that leap and try to experience it for yourself and see which one would be best for you as your style, right? Now, when we become leaders, no, the first things that some people would see right away would be who are in that team, because I do that, right? So when just find out who are in the team, and ask about their strengths, their abilities, what they can do, because you never know what they are able to bring. So some people might say, "Oh, I can't," right? Ate Gare, I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know that. I can't. But down the line, see, you were trained and you're now able to do so many things that you probably never imagined you could do at the beginning. But for me, that's just one of my first steps. No, one of my priorities, I would say, find out the strengths or the abilities, and of course, if we are all on the same page. Now, if we're not, that's also one of the things that I try to consider. Make sure that everybody is on the same page. So the goal is clear. the sacrifices that we need to do, that should be known by everybody, so that there's no surprises. They're not going to say, hey, I didn't sign up for that. It's built in. So it's like, we have to let everybody know that it's going to be hard. It's going to probably make us sweat or cry a lot, but we'll work together. We'll get there. So just letting them know, and that that's the goal. Those are the expectations. And for the strengths, utilize them. Maybe their strength or their abilities is not something that's aligned with your current objective, but we can use that. So maybe if it's here on INC Radio, we do a lot of that collab, right? Or project, even just producing a program. So find out. And maybe they are saying, oh, I don't know how to host. I can't host. I cannot produce this. I don't know this. Then we can ask, right? We did that. Like, what can you do? What are you willing to do? And that's where we get them to do what they're good at, and of course helping each other learn the other aspects of uh, the work, no, and not just for this, but in the big picture. When we assess the goals, we seek everybody's input. So that is also one priority. Try to give everybody a chance to speak their mind out, or what are their expectations, and what would be uh, their views about the goals. Because when they said two heads are better than one, definitely more heads are better than one, even if you disagree along the way. The marketplace of ideas, where you haggle, you negotiate. That's just that's how my teacher phrased it. But that's exactly the scenario. That's the idea there. So you can come up with a plan. So maybe you see something based on your experience that's not apparent, or it's not something that understood by another. They bring it up, then you say, "Ah, yeah, you're right." That's something that we have to consider. So maybe let's do some backup plans, or alternative plans, so to speak. And of course, maybe it's me, but it should be the goal of every leader to uh train the next one. So let new faces, new leaders um come up, right? Create new leaders. We cannot be leaders all the time. We in some situations, leaders are elected, right? And in some situations, leaders are appointed and chosen, right? Still, the process doesn't stop. We have to strive to make members to become leaders themselves. And as leaders, let it be our responsibility to teach them, to get them ready, so that when their time is up, they've learned from our experience and from the experiences we taught them, and they can pass it on. And that's just how society works, right? And just so that's the I would say fun, but I know it's complicated, but that's how growth is. Passing on knowledge to the next one, right?
Agree. I agree to this. Yes, you also the experiences you have, you are able to overcome. You are able to find a solution for. Therefore, you can also pass that on to the next person or the next employee that you have. I agree with that. Pass your knowledge, what you know, what you've learned, give it to them. So then they also have the opportunity to be a leader. And again, I agree with try to be a leader at least once. Try to see how it is. It is a lot of work, but the reward and the payoff of um, doing something really good, or something that you've achieved or succeeded in, it's a great feeling because you've done something great, right? You've done something good, especially when it's doing good for the good works of our Almighty God, and you've done that, and you've led that. It's a great feeling knowing
Mm.
that you worked as a team. Almighty God was with you, and everything and everyone is happy.
Yes, at least once, get to try it. Kakuya Mario Calvelo said, I always ask our God to guide my heart to remain strong and faithful servant. Yes. And aloha, kakahiya ka to Kuya Jordan Agustin. Hello, kumusta? Zenny said, priorities of a leader, setting a clear vision and strategy that the entire organization understands and can work towards. I like that one. Understand, make that clear to everyone. Yes, Linda actually agrees with you. Follow the leader so everybody will be working happily. Rod Kahayag said, when you learn, lead, leap, you love the newness of knowledge, lead with love and devotion, and you provide love and it excels. And now here it is, his acronym for learn, lead, leap, loving efforts at renewing newness, love effortlessly and devotedly, love escalates and provides. Lead with love, Kuya Rod.
Love, love, love.
That is so clever. That is so smart. I know, right? Did Kuya Dave already give his acronym? Because he said he was inspired
Yes.
by by Kuya
Yes.
Rod. But yes, you see, we may not be born leaders. Nobody is. Maybe if you're lucky enough, if we're lucky enough to be under the training or tutelage of someone, especially if your parents were good yes, of course, our parents are the first leaders that we know of, and they are excellent leaders in their own right? If we get to learn from them, that's something that that will build also our confidence to be able to take on more responsibilities. When we get to work with great leaders, we learn from them. Remember that God has given us skills and talents, and He wants us to make full use of them. And this is also the same thing that the church administration always reminds us that. I remember in one of the worship services before, Brother Eduardo asked, if 10 years ago you were in that position, look back to where you are now. Are you still in the same position? Or you should have already like 10 years worth of experience, and you have your sights on better and even bigger roles or responsibilities. So we should strive to learn and then pass on the skills and help train future leaders. And now, Ate Care, before that, your final thoughts on the topic before we choose our top comment.
Yes, yes. I think I believe that what I learned from this is whether you're in a boss or an employer or even just an employee, it's kindness. It's kindness both ways. If you have kindness going both ways, both directions, I think the work ethics will work out for both sides. And if you're compassionate and you care for this employee or the employer, that relationship will grow, and then it is not just a number, but is you know their names and you get to know them personally. So whether you're the boss, whether you are the employee, get to know each other, because from there the rapport grows and it becomes more trusting and a great relationship at work.
All
There you go.
right. Thank you. And now, Kuya Irene, it's time to choose and reveal our top comments.
Top comments.
So many good feedback and comments today, Ate Care, but have you chosen yours?
I did. I chose from Central Valley, California, Ati Melby Tamayo, who says, one who can speak with clarity or communication well, and one who can see, hear, understand, and connect in order to build trusting relationships in the organization. Woohoo! And he was a
Yeah.
thumbs up.
There you go.
Celebration.
No, I think that's for birthdays. Let me see this one, right? Anyway, congrats, Ate Melvi, and our other top comment for today comes from Mario Calvelo. Woohoo! He said, a good leader is open-minded leader who values feedback, encourages a culture of continuous learning and adaptation, ensuring the team and organization remain competitive. Woo! Let's celebrate. Is it showing? No?
No.
No, it's not showing. But those are our top comments for today.
comments.
One of the leaders that God has given to us are our parents, and for our verse of the week, the title is "Why is it important to obey our parents?" Let's all watch this.
Every day, we're surrounded by people who try to influence our values, thoughts, and even actions. This is definitely true for young people, whose friends and acquaintances, and even those we're connected with on social media, are trying to influence the way we live. But who should the youth actually follow? I'm Brother Marvin Menguni, and I'd like to share this verse of the week with you, here in Colossians 3, and the verse is 20. Children, it is your Christian duty to obey your parents always, for that is what pleases God. While there are many people who try to influence our actions and thoughts every single day, who should we follow? Our parents who teach us God's words and God's commandments. Now, why should we obey them? Because this is what pleases God. So, if you're having a hard time understanding your parents and even obeying your parents, take a minute, take a moment, and reflect on what lesson they want you to learn. Consider which commandments of God they also want you to follow. Remember, our parents want what's best for us, and what's best for us is staying true to God's words. We hope this verse of the week gives you the inspiration that you need to start your week. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful. God bless.
Obey our parents and obey our leaders. And that's it for our program today. But before we finally close the program, let me just say aloha, vielen Dank, willkommen to Brother Gerd Luman. Sorry, I always have a hard
Wow.
time. And we have to thank our brethren from Central Europe, from Germany, vielen Dank, Dankeschön. And he actually said, no, good leader. But Brother Gerd Luman said, good leader will not only do his own, think what he wants. Sometimes it's good to listen to the person under your care. If there is no have a better idea, and you need to be there for them. Very true. Thank you for that. And yes, they're speaking German here. Thank you. And yes, Kuya Rod, all the comments and acronyms are truly, truly inspiring. And we are likewise inspired to do better. And hopefully, once we get out there, we don't just learn, we apply them as we become leaders, and we take that leap and take our, team members with us as well. So, Ate Care, what a day, what a week, right? But join us
Yes.
again next week for more inspiring, thought provoking discussions on faith and melody. So we have a question here. Donkey po ba ang pambansang hayop sa Germany? Kuya Irene is asking, is the donkey the national animal in Germany? I don't know. Maybe we can ask Brother Gerd and Camario. Actually, let me just read this because they're still coming up with good feedback and comments here. Brother Gerd said, "You as leader have always been a good example for the other. You have guided all under your care in a good way with love and care. Best regards." Yes, thank you very much. So, vielen Dank to our Bruda and Shivesta. I think that's how you say it. I need to relearn my German. But for us here on Faith and Melody, once again, thank you very much. I'm Des Aceras from Honolulu. No, I'm not from
And no,
Honolulu.
you're fine.
Ilani, Hawaii, but I'm from the local of Wahiwa. And
Yes, and I am Carolyn Shank from the locale of Sacramento here in the District of Northeast California. So yes, it's nice to see you
Dankeschön.
again today. Danke, danke,
Dankeschön.
Marlon,
Grazie
or
tutti.
mahalo.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And that's it for us. Thank you very much, Kuya Irene, Kuya Pong, sa inyong lahat po. Until next time.
God bless. Aloha, mahalo, ahuiho. Yes. Yes. Our last song pala. We actually have what do you call this? Another song request. Can we make this, Kuya, as our closing song? Our dear Father will be with us. If you can have that, do you have that song, Kuya? This is requested by Kalinda Calvelo. So that makes it our, yes, that makes it our heartbeats and our closing song. Thank you. That's requested by Kalinda Calvelo. For real. Thank you very much. Get excited. Are you ready to leap?
I know, you forgot. Yeah, you leaped.
Ready to leap.
Your requested songs,
Dankeschön.
our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
This time of worship was formed by our Lord Jesus Christ, whose ever go on with patience endurance. Remember our Lord God's command, do not fear. His promise to us is true. Our God will shepherd us and will restore souls. He'll lead us from His path of righteousness that we uphold. And though we'll walk through valleys of great suffering and pain, we will not worry, for our dear Father will be with
Your requested songs, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.